Bo. What's up, y'all? Hey, enough. What's up, y'all? Come on in. Come on in. Hey. Sorry, y'all. Hey, Visha. Hey, Miss Allen. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm trying to coax Bo to give me his squeaky toy. Okay, he finally gave it to me. This little thing. I had not planned to go live again, but our declaration is pushed through. That is our declaration. Push through. Push through, push through, push through. That is our declaration. Today, I still have, as you guys can see, I still have not even winded down from earlier today. I have just been wired and a little bit in my feelings, a little bit pushed through. And originally when God told me to go live again, I felt like, okay, God, I really don't feel like I have the energy, to go live, simply because of everything that my mind is, trying to process. Emotions that I've been feeling. And so I know that he wanted me to come back live, partially because of the current ministry goal and different things like that. But our declaration is pushed through. I think he found another squeaky toy. Perfect. Bo, sorry, y'all. Bo, here, Bo. I have to trick him like a little kid. Here, Bo. Come here. Here. No Capone. Okay, sorry, y'all. But I think, we all go through, honestly, I don't even know where to start. If I could say anything about this day, about these last few days, it has legitimately been, pushing through how you feel, pushing through the different weights of what you feel. Okay, I'm trying to find a better lighting that is not so in my face. That's really what today has been like. What honestly, the past few days have been like, just trying to push through, as best as I can. And give me this. And I think honestly, that's what, all of us do to a certain degree. Rough seasons of our life, things that make us emotional. Like, when you really think about it, most of us are doing exactly that, pushing through no matter what we feel, pushing through no matter what the circumstance is, and just trusting that, God's hand will meet us on the other side of whatever it is that we are going through. And so that's kind of been where my mindset has been, just pushing through. And honestly, it's been a season where God has honestly kept me, not a season, but a week, a past few days, where God has just kind of, where God has just kind of kept me going. He's just literally just kept me so busy. And I think the reason why I really didn't want to go live earlier was because, you start to think about the logistics of everything that happened, and it weighs you down, on top of, thinking about the different things, that my mother may be going through. And just, it's a hard thing to kind of stomach, even though, my mother and I have had our differences, and I had to literally cut the cord, it's still in a situation like that, you can't even possibly imagine how she feels, and so I think that in itself has been a lot heavy on me. It's weighed a lot heavy. And it's been a balance between, me not blaming myself, because I didn't go to his house. God wants me to say that I refused to. I just did not want to do it. And so I did it. And even for me, I know that, honestly, I've been through enough trauma, if that makes sense. And so that's something that's even more traumatic, and even more tougher on me. And so, it's just the details of it all has been weighing me down today. And it's just been very, very heavy. And honestly, it's been very hard to push through and do the things that I know I need to do. It was hard to make the shirts I needed to make. It's been hard to broadcast. It's been hard to do even just little things. I have not even been able to work out, let alone eat, because it's just been that heavy. And so as I was just kind of just sitting and reflecting, the word came to me, push through. Because at the end of the day, when we go through rough situations, when we go through rough things, all that any of us can do is push through, to the other side. We all have different seasons of life that we go through. We all have different circumstances that, we feel. But one thing that God is just repeating to me, he's been repeating to me over and over and over, is just keep showing up. Give me the little bit of effort that you do have. Give me the little bit of energy that you do have. Just show up. It's literally half of the battle. I said this earlier on TikTok, but when you really think about it, showing up is really the hardest part of the battle. It's easy to, have an emotional day or to go through something emotional and to just say, God, I'm done. It's easy to set down, all of your, all the things you're working towards when you're going through something that is extremely difficult, and so I think, for me, the biggest battle these past few days since Sunday has literally just been showing up. I think that has been the biggest battle, just showing up, and I know that everybody on here is going through something of their own, dealing with different things of their own. But I wanted to give you guys that same encouragement that God gave me. Just give him what you got, because it's all he requires. And it's like the moments where we don't show up, unconsciously we're choosing to stay stuck in the depression, stuck in, the grief, stuck in whatever it is. We just get to a point of being stuck. And it's like, even now he's reminding me of, like, even when Bella passed away, how even then I was still having to show up. He was still keeping me somewhat busy. He was allowing me to grieve, but he was at the same time keeping me somewhat busy, because at the end of the day, if you stop moving, you stay stuck. And so, that's a word of encouragement for those of you guys that are waiting on God to do things. Maybe your wait has been difficult. Maybe circumstantially things have been difficult. Maybe financially, you say, Apostle, it's just been one of those seasons where the going has literally been rough. This has also been a season for me of just I'll say the dead weight falling off, like people, falling off, and it's like the more and more you push through, a lot of times that is what happens. The dead weight begins to fall off. And so that's what he wanted me to talk about on tonight. Like I say, I still have not even just refreshed myself and gotten ready for bed. It's just been, I've been busy from the time I woke up to even now. And I'm grateful for that too. I'm grateful in those moments where emotionally we are going through it, physically we're going through things. How sometimes God not only keeps us busy to keep us from wallowing in the depression, wallowing in the grief, wallowing in the pain, wallowing in the discomfort, but it's like he keeps us so busy that, like, by the end of the night, you be so tired, that all you can do is just literally, go to bed, And even in talking to my mom tonight, my heart just breaks for her. No matter how the enemy used her in the past to get to me, my heart breaks for her. And it ain't nothing that me or anybody else can do to unbreak her heart. And I think that honestly, that's been the toughest pill to swallow. You know, even her knowing, like, I can't unsee that, you know. But at the same time, my prayer, honestly, y'all, she went to the doctor the day after it happened. It happened Sunday, my birthday evening / night. Monday, she went to the doctor, and honestly, the doctor gave her, honestly, the doctor gave her some medicine, and so I guess the medicine is, suppressing the emotions, the trauma. And so when I talked to her tonight, she's actually feeling okay. Like, but you can tell, like when she talks about it too much, she starts to get emotional. It's like she don't want to think about it. And I don't blame her. Even in, I just pray for her because I don't, sometimes trauma can, or dealing with trauma, trying to get over trauma, people think medication is like the best way to go. And so she was telling me earlier that she was gonna be going to a psychiatrist when what she needs is really a therapist. Someone to literally talk to. Is not to be doped up that you need doped up on medicine to suppress it. Is she needs to face it and work through it. And so it's been that on top of family drama. And that's just it, But my heart definitely breaks for her. Because it was not at all what she expected when she went into that house. She just thought he had fallen again and wasn't by his phone, or that he was asleep or watching TV or something. So I think that that's the toughest thing, like, that's been weighing on me emotionally. The loss hurts itself, the way it happened, but it's how it happened, if that makes sense. I think the how makes it even worse. It adds an even deeper level of pain to the loss itself. The details of what I've gotten. And honestly, I had so many different emotions today. I was angry. And it's like the more and more information God revealed to me, I just got angry, y'all, because I just felt like nobody took him serious, God. He hinted that he was going to do this, And it's like the more and more I heard, it infuriated me because I understood why he did what he did. I understood his emotions. I understood it all. But it don't make it any easier to accept. And so, it's been hard to focus. It's been hard to focus on other things that I need to get done. It's been hard for me to toil with even the different things that I need. I'm like, I almost feel like, God, I'm not even at the point to where I can even worry about my phone bill or anything else, because emotionally that space is just taken up. I don't have any energy for any of it. And so that's just kind of been what things have been like. It's just a tough pill to swallow. But it ain't nothing that me or anybody else can do to change how it happened or anything like that. And so, yeah, that's where I am. That is exactly where I am. And I think even in the mix of this, to even be dealing with the family drama of people thinking that other family members would steal, it's just like, it's not on anybody's mind taking any material things because it's so raw and it's so fresh. And so that's kind of been what I've been doing. I've been It's literally the first tear that has came out. Just been trying to push through. Just been trying to push through, and it's been a balance in not feeling selfish for still pushing through and focusing on the things God needs me to focus on. Because as always, you always feel like it could be more that you could be doing, more that you should have done, more that you could have done. But, you know, it's nothing that I can do to change it. And so that's kind of been where I've been. I appreciate that, Visha. That is kind of been where I've been, y'all. And so, yeah. Maybe his funeral is this weekend or next weekend. No one's really sure. But, yeah. I appreciate that, Miss Allen. I think my feelings are hurt because, you know, it's like, even in like the initial revelation that God gave me, which was heavy in itself, you know, an eye for an eye and different things like that. It's just like, had I known that God would do it this way, you know, like my mother being the one to find him, I would have pleaded and begged God, like, for it not to happen that way. And so I think that's the worst part of it. It's like, God, that hurt my feelings. You know, I moved on. You know, sometimes when you move on, you really, as Visha say, you really be feeling like, God, it ain't even really that deep. It ain't really even that deep. And so, yeah. This has been interesting, to say the least. But excuse my puppy in the background with this squeaky toy. Everybody else sleeping, he going to town. Come here. Come here. Come here. You gonna tell the people hello? Oh, good boy. Yeah. He be like, God, it ain't that deep. You didn't have to let it happen like that. You didn't have to do that. But it's like, you know, you also understand like free will. You know, like there's nothing that nobody could have done to stop it. No matter how much we, you know, try to think about it. It's nothing. It is nothing that anyone could have done. Nothing at all. And so, that's it, y'all. That is it. That is it. That is it. That is it. I think right now I did order me something to eat because I hadn't eaten all day besides those pears off of that fruit tree. Yep, because of free will. And my uncle had made up his mind, I believe, a while ago, that was what he was going to do. You know, and so, you know, that's just literally, I guess, what it is. And so, right now, after ordering food, I want to say, because I need to keep my phone on, just because of everything that is already going on. Not even so much ministry. But right now, I want to say the goal is like 117, and that's what I need to pay the phone bill in full, 117. Really don't want to have another restoration or reconnection fee. God knows, I'm like, Lord, I'm really not even trying to go through all of that. And so that's where we are. 117 is the goal. And it's just to keep my phone on. I made like a little arrangement with the phone company that I would pay the rest on today. And so of course they tagged on the fee because my phone did get cut off. But right now we are at 117, and it doesn't matter what you sow. You can sow 10, you can sow 7. I just know that I'm believing for God to take care of it. I don't think I'm at a point where I can handle emotionally anything else happening. I'm not there yet, where I could handle anything else happening. But that is where we are. The links are there for people that feel led to sow, that are able to sow. Again, my goal is just 117, and that will pay my phone bill in full. And so that is it, y'all. That was what God wanted me to talk about. I'm about to, first of all, shower and wind down because it has been a busy day. 2 hours on the road, on top of all the different emotions, the different broadcasts that I've had to do. It's been a tiresome day. It's been a very long day. And when God leads me to come back on, I will come back on. As funds come in, you guys know, I will let you guys know where we are. I don't have any other needs. I don't need gas. Still have gas left. I ate tonight. I don't really need anything else. I'm gonna eat the rest of them pears that I took with me, and that's gonna be it, y'all. And so I'm about to go ahead and get off of here and try to get me a little bit of rest. I feel like my eyes are so heavy, and let that be it. And so I'll be back on probably tomorrow at some point. But yeah, I thank all of y'all for praying for me, praying for my mom, praying for my family. I'm so thankful for those of y'all that are praying. Yeah, so till tomorrow, y'all. Peace.